Since the beginning of time, all that occupied the earth were the vast, deep oceans. There was no life, just water. A small crack made by a tremble in the earth opened up the bottom of the ocean floor. Out of this crack arose the first god, Hydra, the god of the sea. Hydra spent his first few years exploring the water. He sculpted coral reefs, nourished plants, and rested. After the ocean was filled with vegetation, Hydra took a piece of coral, distorted it, and breathed it to life. However, Hydra quickly became lonely and decided to create himself a partner that would end his loneliness and help populate the earth. Hydra gathered multiple fishes. He warped, carved, and created the goddess of life and earth, Indra. Indra and Hydra created all the creatures of life in the ocean by evolving and manipulating different types of fish. After they had finally finished creating the ocean, they decided to have children. They had multiple children named Ganesha, Chaitodon, Premnas, and Jacob. A few years later, they had their own children named Naso, Nucrates, Ishinda, and Diodon. Naso, Nucrates, Ishinda, and Diodon decided that the ocean wasn't big enough for all of them. The children thought they were being overpowered by their grandparents, Hydra and Indra. The children would try and help with simple things such as growing plants or tending to the ocean, but every time they tried, Indra and Hydra shooed them away. After consideration, the children decided to murder their parents and grandparents in order to gain authority over the ocean. Once Hydra and Indra heard about this plan, they created a monster out of seaweed. This monster, called Trianodon, was created to destroy their grandchildren. Trianodon was the most massive and powerful creature on Earth, specifically built to wipe out anything in its path. As soon as the children heard the news, they retreated to a small cave in which they sat in fear and silence. When Trianodon reached the cave, it annihilated all of them in one stomp. And with that stomp, the earth arose. Naso became the base of the ground and soil, Naucrates became the sky and the clouds, Ishinda became the lush forest, and Diodon became the source of all life on land. All sorts of land animals emerged from Diodon's body. The stomp of Trianodon made a deep, never-ending trench in which the remaining gods retreated to and lived in harmony. This trench became a heaven-like destination for kind, gracious, and selfless-souled humans to be led to after death. The gods took different characteristics from different sea creatures, such as hardworking and knowledge of understanding, and made the first humans. The humans were to worship the gods and tend to the earth. However, they could never become as powerful as a god in precaution of what happened with Naso, Naucrates, Ishinda, and Diodon. The creeds thrived on Earth and worshipped their gods daily by praying towards the trench in which the gods lived in. Some humans even canoed into the water to carry out their daily prayer. They believed that if they were to discontinue their worship or tending to the earth, Trianodon would arise and take revenge on mankind.